Well folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we got this quick or Coleman CQ lamp. Looks like a kerosene model. I bought it in town at a thrift store. The pump actually does work. The cap is no good, like the gasket. This generator is off another one because the generator I had was no good. So I'm going to clean this guy up and then we'll see if we can get it running. I'm going to start by giving it a little bit of a wash. So I'm going to wash that and then we'll start disassembling it. So after a little bit of a bath there with some Dawn dish soap, and I used a Mr. Clean magic eraser. So you can see that this thing is made in November 1959. It's pretty good shape. Yeah, let's just, I'll disassemble it. So to disassemble, let's start by taking the generator nut off. So this is just a little 8mm nut or 5/16 US size. Back then metric wasn't a thing really, so let's take the generator off. Got a pre-cup, and then I back this nut off, or this screw, so then I can disassemble this. I'll take this off the pipes, and I'm probably gonna leave this intact because it feels pretty good. So then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean the tank out. I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna put some mantles on it, fill it with Coleman fuel, put the my test cap on there, and I'm gonna see if it works. So I'll pull that top part off and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna pop the pump out. I took the pump out, looks pretty good, just needs a little bit of a clean. So I'll set that aside. That needs a little bit of a clean. Some water got in there. I'll take this out. This is the stem. That actually looks pretty good. Needs a little bit of a boil. Spray some Bore Bright down there. I'll help clean it. This thing will probably work. I don't see an issue why it wouldn't run. So I'll go ahead and then I'll wire brush these things. Okay, so I'm gonna boil these in a mild vinegar solution. I'm gonna do that outside because this stuff stinks. So I'll do that, I'll boil these parts, and then we'll see where we're at. Just gonna boil my parts in my modern Coleman. A little more convenient than using my gas one. And I can just boil it away with that. So we'll let that boil. We'll let that clean up and see where we're at. I cleaned out my tank with a bit of brake clean and carb clean. Hopefully that should do it. Screw on this Amish test cap because that's all I have right now. And then I'm going to oil, and I'm going to put my pump valve back in, and I'm going to see if this thing holds pressure. So this, I'm going to give this a little bit of I'm going to oil this leather up. I realize it probably needs a new one, but we'll start with that. This holder, I'm just going to wire wheel that with my wire wheel here. I'll get her done. Wire wheeled this. I'm just going to use some of this Scotch-Brite pad, and I'm going to buff this like so. There, I buffed it with the Scotch Brite, so that's nice and clean for me. I like a little patina on some of my products, but yeah, that's what the lamp actually hangs onto. It screws into the top and it's supposed to be able so you can hang it on a ceiling or from a chain or something. Well, we'll go see how our parts are making out outside there. I got the test cap here. I don't have any new gaskets yet, so that's something in the works. But I can put that on. I know the pump works. I just got to get it back into there. And then it does pass air. I don't hear any junk in the tank anymore. Too much, so we might actually have a winner here. Parts are boiling away, cleaning up on the modern Coleman stove. So I wire wheeled all my parts. Make sure they're all clean. Just blow through them. Screens look good. That I didn't think was brass, but apparently it is. Okay, so I'm going to reassemble all these parts. I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to put the pump back in. I'm going to see if it builds and holds pressure, and see if it goes out the top and also blows through the generator here. I don't want to touch the generator unless I have to. So I'll put it back together and let's see what we got. Okay, I reassembled this lamp. Pumped up the pump, put this in there, and test-wise, you can hear that. It is working. I got a glass here from another lamp. I don't know. It might just be for when I store it so they can look at it. Because I wonder, I don't know if it would blow up. But would look cool if it did work. I guess I'll have to put some mantles on it and try it. Alright, I've never lit a CQ lamp before. I got alcohol in there, I got the mantles on. Don't know if they're correct, but this will work. Coleman fuel in it. I know it's supposed to have kerosene, but I don't have kerosene. So I'm going to try, just pump this up. I'll pump it up and then we'll light the alcohol. And I got a fire extinguisher here because I have no idea what's going to happen. I did this outside in the middle of the driveway, so if there's a problem, okay, the pump's getting stiff. So let's just, I think you gotta rotate the tip cleaner. Alright, I'm gonna light it. Okay, it looks like the alcohol is doing something. It's burning in. I really hope this thing doesn't turn into a fireball. Looks like probably got to get different stuff. I'm just trying rubbing alcohol, but this isn't probably not strong enough. It doesn't light very well. But it does spatter a lot. This must be too much water in it. I'll have to get like mineral or a spirit or something like that. Weird. It worked before. I don't get it. Oh. Well, I'll try something else here. Well, after attempt number 1, sacrificing mantles, made a mess. This packing here isn't sealing, and the generator is plugged. So I'm going to take those out and then see if I have packing for something else that might fit. And if I can fix that generator and put some new mantles on, I think she'll go. But for today, she's a no start. So after multiple attempts, I decided to get kerosene. This is methyl hydrate, which I'm going to use to preheat my burner cup if it doesn't disappear on me. Once again, I got a fire extinguisher. Just going to let a little bit in there. It's preheating the generator with methyl hydrate. So we'll see what happens here. Just let a little bit of fuel in there. Stinking a little bit. This time I got kerosene in there, so really go. Oh, look at that. Apparently it lit up. Starting to go. Maybe we got a winner. I still got this valve shut off. I honestly don't know what's going to do here. But that stuff heats up pretty good. Definitely got my fire extinguisher ready. Oh, look at that. I think we've got some action going here. There we go, folks. My model 159X from 1959 is running on kerosene. Look at that. It's alive. I'm gonna go put it outside in case it lights up. Well, I give credit to some of the old folks there. I honestly don't know how they would put up with the smell. Kerosene stinks, but hey, my first kerosene lantern is running and I'm happy.